veteran who really stood in the massacre place where people were murdered on June 9th as today. June 9th as today, when you reflect it, so it was dangerous to the nation. So you want us so to rejoice, to do what? But imagine the family with his 5 children, 3 children, 2 children being enclosed in the corridors. They are not pardoned, they are not heard. And even so the books, the holy books, all of them do say the same. It is that who will not forgive, and he himself will never be forgiven. Let him wear a new flesh, a new soul, a new heart to think of this, to see that in the sons and daughters of what? The people are being relieved. You say go. So therefore, Kisanja no sleep may not be and may not so stop from there to the day it was spoken and then it becomes a song. No, we want reaction to grab the people, even all their properties be confiscated and given to other areas also to be looked after. I am eager and anger against the doers. The medicine is bought, but it passes through the buildings and go away. The money, simply on the days they were read in the parliament on the budget day, but when the money comes, enters the parliament, passes through, and goes on their ways. That is why the hospitals are not well implemented. The roads, like that, whichever.
The Chukube District Security Committee, led by the RDC Godwin Anglia, has banned campaign gatherings for the Chukube LC5 by-election in the 2 sub-counties of Kaboya and Changwari, since they border Congo on grounds that huge crowds would spread Ebola. These are worried of the increasing entry and exit on porous borders between Uganda and Congo. We will certainly be getting that story in just a bit, but we head to Bukedia, where more than 9,000 students of St. Teresa Secondary School Bukedia have successfully completed a patriotism training program conducted by the National Secretariat for Patriotism Corps, with leaders urging them to become disciplined, responsible and development-oriented citizens. Speaking during the pass-out ceremony held in Bukedia, Bukedia County Member of Parliament Bisham Okere challenged the students to put into practice the knowledge, values and skills acquired during the training. The legislator emphasized that academic excellence and success in life can only be achieved through hard work, discipline and ideological clarity, urging the learners to remain focused on their studies and future aspirations. This afternoon, on this very story, we're joined by Eddie Enuru. A very good afternoon and happy Heroes Day. How relevant is this particular training to the learners in Bukedia?
A very good afternoon. I will certainly push that question to Honorable the Bukedia Member of Parliament who has joined me here. But before I go to him, over 1,000 students just behind us right here being passed out today after undergoing their thorough training for 1 week. I want to push that question, Honorable. Why do you believe patriotism training is important for these young people?
First and foremost, permit me to wish all those people who are watching us now a happy Heroes Day. It is quite a unique day that Patriotism Day is, in Bukedia specifically, is being done today on a Heroes Day, so it's quite memorable. Now, getting to the question which you've just asked now, patriotism is something where you put your country first above anything that you do. Because without your country, it defines your identity and your origin. And when you talk about your country, it means that you are leaving each and everything that you're doing, but you're lifting your country as number one. Even in Article number 1 of the Constitution, it gives us the mandate that power belongs to the people. But apart from the power belonging to the people, it also brings the highlights of all of us who are Ugandans, always to protect and preserve the Constitution.
What specific values do you expect these young students to?
This is a young generation, and in each and everything that we do, you must teach a child right from the word onset to understand the importance of what patriotism and nationalism stands in for. So to these students, as they are growing up, they are going to grow up while understanding that it's important to be patriotic and it's important to protect Uganda. And that, of course, takes them to the next level. That if I'm protecting Uganda, what is the interest of Uganda in my life? What is the interest of Uganda in my family? And what is the interest of Uganda in my district? And what is the interest of Uganda in each and everything that they do? So this, of course, gives us a defining moment. Like how President Yoweri Museveni took into his own personal life. He said that I must be patriotic and define Uganda to the next level. He decided to go to the bush. And when he went to the bush, he lived the life of comfort, because that's what patriotism means. You live the life of comfort and you go and sacrifice for your country. So teaching this student now, they are teaching them that as they are beginning life, they should forget the life of comfort, but they should think first what their country needs, because without a clean country, then we don't have a better future.
So finally, how can schools and leaders continue to nurture?
Well, you know, patriotism is something which is supposed to be in blood. And it is something which government has actually begun rolling out to all government-aided schools, that they should always understand to preserve and protect what their country stands for. You know, most of the countries are now being misled. Like now, even if you have to go to Congo, you go to Chad, you go to the Central African Republic, there's a lot of war. But if you are nurtured into a patriotic level, then at any time, whenever there is anything which can come, even if there is crime which is coming in, you are able to protect and preserve and even to defend that part where criminality is being brought in. So this, of course, teaching students, because growing up as students, you are going to get into adult level where a lot of temptations of so many things come in. There's a lot of messages which are coming in. Like now, currently, we are having a lot of social media which is now coming in. And uninformed, confirmed messages are coming in, and that can come and distort the minds of the students. And most of them are the ones who are now consuming that information. But of course, with the patriotism now, it teaches them that, please, before you consume anything, like now in the news or in a message, which may even be bad, that definitely must be purified first.
Thank you very much, Honorable, for sparing time to speak to us. Now, that's what is happening in Bukedia district. Over 1,000 students that have been undergoing a thorough training for patriotism are being passed out today. But we'll be giving you much more details in our subsequent bulletins. For now, let me return back to you at the Political Command Center.
Eddie and Nuru, many thanks for joining us this afternoon. The Chikube District Security Committee, led by the RDC Godwin Anglia, has banned campaign gatherings for the people since they border Congo grounds that huge crowds would spread Ebola. These are worried of the increasing entry and exit on porous borders between Uganda and Congo. These have now directed all candidates to instead meet their campaign agents, who will in turn spread their campaign messages. On this story this afternoon, I'm joined by Alan Mwesugo, Mwesugwa. Alan, many thanks for joining us. This takes me back to when we last had scientific campaigns. How are the communities responding to the latest normal where you are?
A very good afternoon, Tracy, and good afternoon, Uganda. For now, I cannot tell you how they are responding because I've not spoken to them. Maybe I'll give a hint of how actually Chikube did get here. Chikube is one of the districts in the sub-region that has a case of Ebola case. One of those was coming from Congo and died in Mulago. But also the person who was driving them to Mulago has also been confirmed to be having Ebola, and other 29 actually under still quarantine in Kampala there. So that's why the security committee has said they cannot allow any campaigns happening now, especially for the Chikube LOC5. Instead, they must be scientific. We are talking about Kabuya sub-county and Kyangwali sub-county. These are sub-counties that are close to Congo, and also the challenges of forest borders, people coming from Congo, but also crossing from Uganda going to Congo, and that, of course, is risk, especially for the Ebola case that is so deadly. We did speak to Godwin Angalia, is the RDC for Chikube, cautioning but also informing the public how they should behave, especially during this time of the election for Chikube LOC5. Let's listen to him.
Given that we are into a by-election, the task force has guided that candidates should only meet the agents. That is in Kabuya and Kyangwali. Those two sub-counties are bordering Congo. And we are going to intensify security at the border. Mainly we have so many cross borders. So we want to stop people who have been using cross borders to enter Uganda. Now sensitized the local leadership, the security forces at the border, and even the wananchi. Yes, that's the only way we can minimize. But those cases are so many, right from Kasese, right from Kisoro up to Koboko. We have so many cross borders. But for the case of Kulu, we have intensified the security forces to alert anyone who has used the shortcut to enter the country. Buhuka, we had a meeting in Ngondo. People are aware, and the sensitization is continuous on radios and on their public addresses. So we have done our part. Only that we need to do more, like providing SOPs, providing sanitizer, providing what. We need to do more to churches. We need to do more to some of the leaders in case there is an arrangement, like LS1 must have a sanitizer and other equipment. That in case there is a function, he should have capacity to provide those who don't have capacity to provide.
Tracy, you did ask me what the people are responding to that effect. I believe me and you know that it is a matter of life and death, especially if you're talking about how dangerous Ebola is. So people either choose to live and follow government directive or not and then die. I believe none of them wants to die because they still want to live in this country of Uganda called the Pearl of Africa. It's the afternoon here. Back to afternoon.
Thank you so much, Alan Mwesugwa. And if there is anything that actually does show the pearl, it is that background right behind him. Well, that particular story brings us to a break, but NBS Live at 1 returns shortly with many more stories.
And that's it for today. Till the next episode.
Like a daily bando, like a daily bando, like a daily bando. Omuliro nguwulira muli mu mutima kukankana like drums. Kalakata, kalakata, endungu ya kusabula. We gonna do free on fire, free on fire, free on
fire. June is budget month, a defining moment for Uganda's economy. Under the theme, For Monetization of Uganda's Economy, the 2026-2027 National Budget focuses on commercial agriculture, industrialization, digital transformation, and market access. This June, Next Media brings 2026.
Boom chakala, I break a rock boom, I dance, dance, dance.
Amtamwalie Umaru, mviride mbale site. Atola nusu 12 nenywa roko boom. Nempangula mo pitch. Abantu bembale site bagamba byadala. Batole 12 banywe roko boom byadala si bya bulimba.
Boom Chakala is back with double energy. Grab a rock boom or silverback energy. Check under the cap. What you see is what you win. Rock boom, energy for winners.
Bana Uganda twaniriza Joseph Ngoma mu concert yesose kulugaga cricket ovo nga 10 mu July 2026. Tickets za mitwale 2, emitwale 5, atemeze y'abantu 8 ya milioni 3. Tickets ojazisanga ku caritickets.com, Friends Supermarket ne ku Hotel Triangle. Kwa note msamvu mukaga 558 msamvu 225. Chino chetu bade tulinda. Joseph Ngoma mwana mulenzo muhandisi Vocal Powerhouse. Arudenga konko nendongo. Ekute ku mitima j'abana Uganda. Gendongo yenyuma eyimusa. Ekuwe subi. Agikubya mu style yo mulembe. Kati ategese kitabanga wo. Twagala cricket ovo. Ejure kumulundi gunogoka babulaza mutwale kwa ba sister out bitegekedwa charism nebiwagirwa.
Why pay for someone else's repairs? Say goodbye to hidden costs and hello to peace of mind of a brand new start. Discover the Suzuki range of unmatched fuel-efficient and reliable options. From the iconic Jimny to the new Across Hybrid. Find the perfect blend of style and world-class efficiency. Upgrade today and enjoy 1 year of free fuel and comprehensive insurance, plus 2 years of free service and a 3-year warranty. Trade in your current car or choose financing to start driving as you pay installments. Don't wait. Visit the Suzuki showroom today or call 0800-211-033 to get started.
Welcome back. You are watching NBS Live at 1 with me, Tracy Kansime. Uganda Railways Corporation has revamped its services in Jinja by improving on various lines linking to factories and manufacturing plants for easy accessibility. After 8 years of malfunctioning, Uganda Railway Corporation has delivered 633 metric tons of cargo to Bidco factory in Jinja, which was shipped from Mombasa. The spokesperson for Uganda Railways Corporation, Sengendo John, highlighted the benefits of using the Uganda Railway for transportation of goods and services from Uganda and beyond. He reiterated the corporation's commitment and efforts to improve on the railway, which he says will enable government to reduce on its expenses towards road repairs, which he said has been a result of heavy trucks.
We are here at Bidco
we have just delivered the first part of the 633 metric tons of cargo that we were given by BIDCO from the port of Mombasa to here. Now, why is this activity important? Is because we last came here 8 years ago. You know that we've had challenges in rail. There's a time rail went down, but since 2018, government has invested money to the revitalization of railways. You've had Toro Guru, you've had Kampala Mpuna and all that. So we've also done this today. What does it mean to URC? To URC, because our job is to serve the client, we have also added another client, which is BIDCO. To government, it means that the cost of transportation, or the cost of repair of roads, if we continue moving cargo on rail, will go down. For the industrialist, it means that, like BIDCO, the cost of transporting this cargo goes down. So when the cost of transportation goes down, of the raw materials or even exports, the consumer, the final consumer, let's say the consumer of BIDCO products, will have a lower charge, yeah, on that item they are buying, because the cost of transportation for BIDCO was lower, and then that consumer will have extra money to keep in their pockets, yeah, to deal with other things of life.
We've done this before, but we have done the transport with rail before. But the challenge, you know, there used to be so many reports of capsizement and then derailment. So it kind of caused, you know, it caused an encumbrance to the whole idea, and we could not keep on with the business. So somehow it was on a standstill.
And in news elsewhere, a Kenyan court has upheld the 2024 impeachment of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, barring him from holding public office. 3 High Court judges dismissed Gachagua's claims, including that the impeachment process was politically biased against him. The court, however, found that the Senate violated Gachagua's rights when it failed to adjourn after he had fallen ill during the proceedings. It said this did not invalidate the impeachment, but it awarded him 50 million shillings in compensation. Gachagua has turned into a fierce critic of President William Ruto. The ruling weakens his ambition to run for president, as impeachment bars him from holding public office. Gachagua was not in court when the 350-page ruling was handed down, but his legal team have vowed to appeal. His dramatic removal from office followed his fallout with Ruto. An overwhelming majority of lawmakers voted for his impeachment, accusing him of corruption, inciting ethnic divisions, and undermining the government. He challenged the impeachment, arguing that the charges were baseless, politically motivated, and that he had been denied a fair hearing. That particular story brings us to the end of NBS Live at 1 this afternoon. We do wish you a very good afternoon and a happy Heroes Day.